YouTube, it has been a year. I can't believe it. I'm so excited to be back and just share some thoughts with you today. If you are new here, my name is Noah Couser. I'm a teacher and a photographer and a father and a husband, a youth advocate here in Northwest Montana. And I am so excited to get to talk to you for a few minutes today because it has been a little while. This last year, I took a whole year off of YouTube and strategically spent some more time with my family and with myself and just really thinking about what I wanted this channel to be like. And I didn't feel like you guys were getting my best, and me forcing myself to create a video once at the first of every month, it just wasn't what I wanted this to be. And I never sought out to be a YouTuber. I never really wanted any of this to happen, but have been blessed and so fortunate to have some videos take off and be able to speak to some people. And so I'm glad that you're here. I've got 3 things that I want to share with you today that I've learned in this last year off of YouTube. The first being, we need to learn how to say no. Just say it right now. Just shout it back at your phone or at your screen, no. Now, I'm not talking about to your parents or to your teachers or to the authorities. We need to learn how to say no to opportunities that might be good in order to save room for something better. I learned this for myself because I constantly have a very full plate between photography and teaching and parenting and being a husband and working with youth and all sorts of stuff. It just gets so full. And if it's so full to the point where we have no buffer, we have no margin, we have no space, then we don't have the opportunity to find those little moments where we can sit and think, or where we can connect with others, or where we can be available to help other people, because we are so stretched, so spread thin. And so maybe take inventory in your life. If you're busy, and busy is the thing that comes out of your mouth when somebody asks, how are you? It's time to say no to a few things, to prune some things out of your life so that you can grow and so that you can be available to love on people and to better yourself, because you will never regret taking time and investing in your own mental health and your own safety, your own security. It's important. Your own wellness is vital. Second thing I learned in this last year, we need a lot more listeners and a lot less talkers. We need a lot more thumbs and a lot less fingers. My God. You can't look anywhere. Social media, news, media, anywhere, and not just see people pointing fingers and blaming and talking and talking and talking and talking. People posting their positions every 12 minutes on the latest issue, or on this event, or on that, or on this party, or that party, or oh my gosh. What I've come to know is that it's a lot easier to talk than it is to listen. But if we're going to find solutions in our society, in our culture, in our schools, in our communities, we need listeners. We need people who are willing to sit and shut up and ask questions. I'm a talker. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a talker. I'm a fixer. I am, especially with my family. And I tried this the other day because I'm only teaching you out of what I'm learning myself, right? Hello, my name's Noah. I am in process, just like you. And I sat down with my 5-year-old and I said, Caleb, how could I be a better dad to you? And it kind of caught him off guard. He was like, what do you mean? I was like, I want to be a better dad for you. What could I do? What's one thing I could do that would make me a better dad? He said, Dad, I want you to play with me more. I was like, really? I feel like we play like quite a bit. Like, I'm a pretty fun guy. But I was like, okay. What do you want to play? And I just sat there and I asked him questions after questions. And my 5-year-old talked for like an hour. Small example, but what a cool picture of a parent who knows so much more than this little kid, just shutting up and asking questions. I work with teenagers every single day of my life. And it's so important for us to be people who listen, people who seek to find understanding rather than to hammer their point down somebody else's throat. And if we're going to get anywhere in our culture, in our community, we need people to point more thumbs and less fingers. Right? When we point thumbs, we own situations. How can I be a better part? How can I be a better community member? How can I help fix this? How can I be a part of the solution rather than be a part of the problem? It's easy to point at the problem. It's hard to own a solution. But if we're going to get anywhere, that's the type of people that we need to be. Third, we need more love. We need more love. There is so much hate in this world. And I know this sounds like such a cheesy point, but I could not be more serious. I have wept in this last year so many times. We have buried so many people to suicide in Northwest Montana that my heart just aches to even talk about it. We have so much hopelessness, so much despair, and such a lack of love and selfless love in our communities, in our schools, in our world, that it's killing people. We need to be hope dealers. We need to be agents of change and agents of love. And I firmly believe that we can only do this after we love ourselves. You can't fully love somebody else until you love yourself. And love is a lot different than like. Love is a commitment. Like is a feeling. Love is a choice. Like changes with the weather. You might not always like yourself, but you need to make a commitment to love yourself, to be there for yourself through the thick and through the thin, through the bad times and through the good times. That you're gonna make a commitment to make the best choices for yourself and your future, because dang it, you're worth fighting for. Your life has purpose, your life has meaning, and we need you. We need your story. We need your scars. We need your pain. You are a world changer. You are worth something. Stop believing the lie that you are not lovable. You need to love yourself before we can love other people. And I think this is extremely difficult unless you accept the love that God has for you. I can't sit back here and tell you a half truth. My life has been changed by the love of Jesus Christ. I would not be speaking the way that I speak. I would not teach the way I teach without that love. It has changed my life. And I couldn't sit here and tell you a half truth and not let you know that God loves you. He is crazy about you. Sometimes I look at my children and I start crying because I love them so much. I know I'm a passionate, crazy person, but I can't, like, sometimes I squeeze them so hard because I love them, and they're like, Dad, stop squeezing me, and I'm like, I can't, I love you. God feels like that about you times a million. We can't even comprehend how much He loves us. And I just want you, just for a second, maybe you don't have to believe what I believe to belong here. You know, you can keep watching videos without being a Christian, whatever else, and every video is not going to be about this, but just embrace that love that God has for you, and that acceptance that you don't need to have anybody else, because you've got the Creator of the universe who knit you in your mother's womb, whose thoughts for you are like the sand on the seashore, that He loves you so much that He would send His Son Jesus to die for you so that He could have a relationship with you. And when we let that love sink in, and when we, embrace that, it gives us fuel, it gives us energy, it gives us boldness to not only love ourselves, but to love on this world and to reflect that love to others. That is what we need. That is what I've learned in this last year. If there's any hope for the future and future generations, it will come from love. And so yes, we need to learn how to say no and cut things out of our life so that we can be available to love others. And yes, we need to point thumbs and own situations and see how we can be a part of the solution rather than pointing at the problem. And yes, we need love. We need to experience love. We need to make that commitment to ourselves in love, and we need to reflect that love onto other people and onto the hurting and the lost in this world. I love you guys. I'm here for you. The only reason I make videos is for you. I don't make any money off of this. I'm not trying to get sponsorships or partnerships, or you can subscribe or not. I don't care. I'm just glad that you're here, and I hope that this helped you. And I'll be back. It's not gonna be the first of every month, but I'll be back and I'll make some more videos for you guys. You can connect with us on Instagram. That's how we talk to people mostly. We love keeping up with you there. But yeah, thanks for being here. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Adios.